Uh-oh. Have you ever had a yummy glass of milk and then later your tummy started to hurt? It's not fun, right? Well, you're not alone. Today, we're going to talk about something called lactose intolerance. That's when your body has trouble with dairy, like milk, cheese, or even ice cream. But why does this happen? Lactose is a special sugar that's found in dairy foods like milk, cheese, and yogurt. Normally, your body can handle it just fine, but for some people, their tummies just don't like it very much. And that's when things start to feel uncomfortable. So, what's going on inside your body when this happens? Well, let's first take a closer look at how your digestive system works. The digestive system is like a food factory inside your body. It helps break down the food you eat so your body can use it to stay healthy. Ready to find out? Let's dive right in. To understand the digestive system, let's follow this cool broccoli as it takes a quick trip through the body to see how the body turns food into energy. It all starts in your mouth. Your teeth break food into smaller pieces, and your spit begins to break down things like vegetables and bread. Then, the food moves down a stretchy tube called the esophagus, which gently squeezes the food toward your tummy. In the tummy, special juices and helpers break the food down even more, especially things like meat and eggs. Next, the food moves into the small intestine, a long, twisty tube where most of the real work happens. Here, even more helpers break the food into tiny parts that your body can use. One of these helpers is called lactase. If you drink milk or eat cheese, lactase, acting like scissors, cuts down the milk sugar into smaller sugars that your body can soak up and turn into energy. Finally, it moves into the large intestine, a big tube that takes out water from the food and gets the leftovers ready to leave your body. And that's how your amazing body turns food into energy. So kids, you might be wondering, what actually goes on in the body in people who have lactose intolerance? Let's break it down. If you're lactose intolerant, your body doesn't make enough lactase. So, the lactose in foods, like milk and cheese, can be broken down into smaller parts that your body can use for energy. When that lactose doesn't get broken down, it moves along to the large intestine still in one piece. And that's when things start to feel not so great. There are tiny little creatures that live in your large intestine known as bacteria, and when they find the leftover lactose, they start munching on it. These creatures also make gas and cause extra water to stay in your belly. That can make your stomach feel all kinds of weird. Here are some of the things that might happen. Your tummy might start hurting or feel crampy. You could also feel bloated, like your belly is puffed up like a balloon. You might also get gassy. You could have runny poop. Yes, that's called diarrhea. You might also feel nauseous or like you want to throw up. These feelings usually show up about 30 minutes to 2 hours after eating something with dairy. Let's use a simple example to help it all make more sense. Imagine your digestive system is a big highway, and all the food you eat is like cars driving along the road. When everything's working the way it should, lactase acts like a toll booth. The cars, which are the lactose, stop at the booth and pay the toll to get broken down, and then keep driving with no problems. But if you don't have enough lactase, it's like the toll booth is closed. Now, the cars can't get through, so they start to pile up and traffic gets backed up. That's what happens in your belly. A traffic jam, or the lactose, builds up in your stomach. That jam causes the gas, the bloating, and all those uncomfortable feelings. So, if eating dairy makes your stomach feel funny, you're not alone. You've probably heard someone say, "I can't drink milk or eat ice cream because I'm lactose intolerant." Well, if that sounds like you or someone you know, don't worry. There are lots of tasty options that still let you enjoy dairy without feeling uncomfortable. Let's check them out. Some dairy foods are made just for people who can't have lactose. These are made by adding that special helper called lactase, which will cut down the lactose into small sugars. This means no tummy aches, and you can still get important nutrients to keep you healthy and full of energy. Also, aged cheeses, Greek yogurt, kefir, and tofu are naturally lower in lactose, so many people with lactose intolerance can still enjoy these foods too. If you love milk or ice cream and you can't have dairy, don't worry. There are yummy options like almond milk, soy milk, oat milk, and rice milk. These don't have any lactose, and they are often still made with the same nutrients that keep your bones strong. You can pour them in your cereal, mix them in a smoothie, use them for baking, or just drink them straight from your cup. See, there are so many delicious ways to still enjoy food even if you're lactose intolerant. Whether you go for lactose-free dairy or almond milk, you don't have to miss out on any of your favorite treats. Overall, it's totally normal for people to react to foods differently, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. Everyone's body is unique, and that's what makes us all super special. We should always be respectful of what other kids choose to eat, because understanding each other will help make the world a happier and better place. What's your favorite thing that you learned today? We'd love to hear what you think. Thanks for watching, friends, and we'll see you in our very next video.